Welcome back to the another video. So in my last video I have explained about this one screener which is working dynamically well. So I have explained how to visualize the all the market in one dashboard and how we can deep dive into the particular index and see how stocks are moving. Especially particularly in my last video I have explained about the India defense. So we'll see today's how market has performed. So if we see today is date is 29th 4th April 29th 2025. So today Nifty defense has moved about 5% in one day change, and Nifty IT 1%, Nifty Alpha 0.77%, and so on and so forth. So particularly in my previous video we have analyzed why Nifty defense is moving and what is the reason for all those things. You can go back to my playlist and watch for that. So today also we'll see what causes Nifty defense to move so much. So I'll just search for Nifty defense of live data. So Nifty defense, if you see from today in Nifty defense, Paras defense has moved 17%, and data pattern, GRSC, Cochin Shipyard, and so on and so forth. So this is a brief recap of how our previous video analysis went well. So today's topic is very different. Today's topic I am coming with one more different set of screener that I'll explain. So before I move into that main topic, we'll see Nifty defense chart. So this is where we did the analysis on 28th of April, and from that analysis it went up about almost 12 to 15%. So I'm happy screener is working and our analysis is working. So let's dive into our main topics today. That is one more which is very useful screener. It is called screener for gold and death crossover. So basically gold and death crossover, it's mainly used in it's a technical analysis in the stock market. Gold crossover means LTP means last trading prices which crosses above the 50-day moving average. 50-day moving average is nothing but it's an average price of last 50 days, last 50 trading days. When the LTP, latest trading prices, crosses this 50-day moving average, it's called golden crossover. So today we'll analyze how many such golden crossover occurred in the last 500 trading session. I have taken the data I have prepared the dashboard live dynamically. I have prepared the last 500 trading days analysis and made this screener. I am very happy. This is such a beautiful screener and very informative. So we'll analyze and we'll see performance and how we can catch the opportunities to make the best decisions. So first what I have is I have the symbol name, last trading price, and count of gold, which is essentially in the last 500 days how many times the last traded price has crossed this golden crossover, and what is the latest date in which the golden cross occurred, and the return during that golden period, and the return the live since the last golden crossover, what is the live return we are getting. Similarly, opposite to this golden crossover is a death crossover. We'll see in the last 500 days how many death cross are occurred for this particular script, and what is the latest death cross date, and the return during the death cross period, and if it is the stock is in the death crossover, and what is the live return of that death crossover, and this is the status. This is all automatically fetched. The accuracy is at most accurate and very authentic data, so that we can very much rely, and which will fetch the real-time data and will give us the real-time signal, say alert. So before wasting a time, let's analyze one by one. Today I'll just explain the golden crossover, so which is basically helps for the long-term investors or short-term investors, so day traders. So first what I do is, so this data is refreshed on today at around 3 p.m. So anytime during the market day you can refresh and filter it and do analysis. So what I'll do, I'll filter only stocks which are in the golden cross. I'll come here and I'll filter gold. Then next I will filter which had given the highest return since the golden crossover. I will filter this by largest to smallest. So the stocks we are getting is one such is that the solar industry and Chambal Fertilizers, Bajaj Finance, RBL Bank, Poonawalla. So these are the stocks which are in golden period now. So from that golden crossover, its live return is about 40%. How to interpret this? So if I explain, if we had entered this solar industry when the golden cross given, this is the golden. I will highlight for you this where I am referring. So this is the cell I am referring. So on the on the 6th of March 2025, it had given the crossover, and from that date it had given 40% return. So similarly, we can do the many back test of these stocks, and we'll put the chart and we'll see how whether the data is accurate and what if analysis will do it in a while. So we'll take any random symbol and we'll take the analysis. For example, we'll take the BSE. So BSE LTP is 6564. The latest golden crossover, which is on 28th of March. I'll straight away go to the trading view platform and we'll see BSE. I'll put the chart and we'll see whether we are referring the right data or not. So if you see the chart, when was this? This is the green line. What you are seeing is the 50-day moving average. So when had it crossed this? This is the last trading price. It had crossed on the 28th of March. So let's see accuracy of our data. It is at 28th of March. Accurately it is presenting. From that date it had given 20% return. So how to interpret this data? From this crossover, if we had entered at this point of time, so we could have captured all this rally. This is the 20% of the return. So this is how to interpret this data, and our status is saying currently it is in the golden crossover since 28th March 2025. So is it wise decision to enter at this point of time? If we see the technical analysis, in technical analysis the price is always reversed to its mean. That means it's already overshoot up by 20%. It will always reverse to the mean. That means the price will always come to its average price. So if you are a risk taker, you can enter it, or if you want to take a safer bet, you can go down and see which is at the verge of crossing the golden crossover, or which is just now crossed the golden crossover. That we'll see, that we'll analyze. What we can do, we can filter by latest date. So I'll filter by latest date. So if we see the latest, these are the 28th of April, that is yesterday's crossover, all these occurred. So we'll take any of the one of the example of, say, this Tata Elxsi will take. This is on 28th. So Tata Motors will take. Tata Motors will filter and we'll see how it is, whether is it good bet to enter the trade now. See, Tata Motors, you can see how accurately the chart is giving. So it is just crossed yesterday or 2 days ago. It is just broken that golden line. So this is where we can find an opportunity. So let's see whether we can enter the Tata Motors. I think we can enter the Tata Motors. It's not a trade advice, but as per, if we know, if our broader market also supports and our global market also supports. So this is the good evening everyone.